Okay guys, this is my heart's hand. That's what I call it, the heart's hand. And that's because it's hands making the shape of a heart. I added this eye here. Now you can find the hands like this on, what is it, Thingiverse. And then I customized it with TINKERCAD. So I've also got the name back printing over there. So it's going to be I, heart, which is love, Cheryl, for our anniversary coming up. It's a little trinket for our anniversary. I try to make something special, like you remember that Valentine's Day one I did for her. If you don't, check back in my library on YouTube, on my channel. You can find that one. That's pretty cool. But this one, I want to make the eye stand out on here. And how I'm going to do that today is I'm going to use my paint pens. And I've got two sets here. The reason I have two sets, this is the fine point paint pens. And these are the jumbo size paint pens. Multi-colors in here. And I'll leave the links below. For these, sometimes it's just one thing I want to paint. So I want to keep it easy. You know, I want to bring out my paints and stuff and mixer and pad and start mixing those up. Then I have a mess to clean up afterwards. So I'm just going to use these two pens in silver. I want to paint this eye in silver. Her name back there is printing in gold silky filament right now. So we're going to go ahead and paint this. Now, here's the fine point. What you want to do is take a surface and press this down. Actually, it says shake it up first. You'll see the tip is white. It's starting to turn silver now as I'm shaking it up and pressing it down. Now I see silver coming out of there. Just connect the cap up there. And I want to do the fine point right up close to the fingers here. Yeah, it's working. It's working good. I have control over it to make sure that it stays off of the fingertips. I don't know if you can see that yet. Might not have enough painted. But these are paint pens, right? So I just got to get close to the edges that I want painted. And then I can go back with my big jumbo paint pen and get the middle part. Get down in here. And I'm sorry guys if you can't see, but you kind of know what I'm doing, I'm sure. It's getting in close to the fingers, the skin color. But I don't want to change the skin color. I don't want to get there. Just getting the edges near the skin color. Every once in a while you might want to shake it up, press the pen tip on a surface to get more fluid down there, paint. Alright guys, I've got close to the surface. And this stuff you might need to do like 2 or 3 coats. But like I said, it helps prevent a mess that you have to clean up afterwards. Now watch this. I'm gonna, hopefully you can see, just easily I can create a whole painted surface like that. So easy. Look at that. I've changed the color of the eye that quick. So guys, I'm going to leave these in the link below. They're a must-have for 3D prints, so that, you know, I could have printed this eye separately and then glued it in there like I'm going to do with her name, but I figured it's just one digit, one letter. Why go through all that work just for the one letter? I'm just going to do it with my paint pens. So I'm going to finish this up guys, and then we'll wait for that print. I'll come back, I'll insert that print. I'll show you how I insert the print with her name in it inside of here. It's gonna be cool guys. Stay tuned. All right guys, we've got it. This is my wife's name, Cheryl. That will go right inside of here. So it's gonna say, I love Cheryl. And I've got little notches inside of there. I don't know if you can see right there. And these little prongs at the end of the name on each side, they'll go in there. And I know what you're thinking, Todd, that looks like crap, right? It does. It's got support still in there, so I'm gonna clean that up. I also made a couple other inserts, like I put my doggies. So you can put, I love my doggies, I love my husband, I love my wife. My wife will be one. And you can change this. I'll leave all the files, the STLs for the 3D print, mainly of this arch right here with the tabs at the end. That's what you need, is this arch with the tabs at the end, because the tabs are gonna fit right into these little notches right here. And then hopefully you'll be able to spread this and bend it just slightly to fit right into those little tabs, and it'll hold it. You'll be able to see through there and see whatever saying you want there. You love whatever, right? So let me clean this up and we'll come back. See, told you guys. Check that out. Close to perfect. If you want it perfect, you can start filing. If you want to file, I recommend a file like this. I'll leave the link below. That can get into these small crevices and stuff like that. This file does wonders, cleaning things like this up with detail. Now it's going to show through here nice. Alright guys, I had to take the Dremel. This curve point here on each end is a little bit wide. So I gotta narrow that out. Now sometimes you'll have to make modifications like this on your print. That's why I like to have a handy tool like this wireless Dremel. No wires, right? It's easy to maneuver and operate. You can adjust your print as needed, like in this situation here. Now on a future print, I would make the holes in this, where these go into these tabs, I'll make them wider. And I'll try to do that before I upload the STL. In case you guys want to print this file. It's pretty easy to use this Dremel. Just need a steady hand here. Use your thumbs as braces on the print while you're doing it. Try not to stay in one spot, because that will start melting the PLA if you're working with PLA, or probably whatever filament you're working with. I'm just trying to slim this down a bit on each side and narrow it just a bit. We'll be back in business. Luckily, I got a couple days to spare, guys, before the actual anniversary. This is going to be our 18th anniversary. So that's a pretty good reason to be excited. Being with someone that long, you know you truly love them, right? Hope you guys are blessed like I am to end up with something like that. And she tolerates me doing this all these hobbies I have and stuff like that, right? All right, guys, I think I might be close to getting this done. Let's try it right now. Okay, they go in these taps go in these holes. All right, see if this one fits. You just got it to clip in there somewhat on each side. Put a dab of super glue gel on there, but you get the idea, guys, right? So if this is setting down on a table, right? Let me put this down on a table. Let's take a look back at it, right? It's pretty cool. Computer, stop. So you see, I love Cheryl, right? I heart Cheryl. It's kind of hard to see her L back there, but you can see it. I wanted to make the letters as big as I could. I think I achieved that. I made the I stand out, so